Hey, what is happening? We are on page 3 and 4 of the packet for lesson 9, prepositions that take the accusative case. All right, so last we left off with, there are some prepositions, and the object of those prepositions take the accusative case. So in the following sentences, we're going to locate the prepositional phrases, isolate them, translate around them, then use them. Number 1, Sarah's prope viam ambulat. Prope is our preposition, and remember these prepositions have an accusative object, is where viam comes in. So let's do the rest of this. The servant is walking, and then we can add in our prope viam, along or next to the road. The next sentence, trans is our preposition, and we've got that accusative ending right there for its object. So, Laita is with Puella, the happy girl. Porta is carrying. Aquam is carrying water, and then trans insulum across the island. Here's our preposition with ad, and then puellum is our object. So agricola, ad puellum ambulat. The farmer is walking toward the girl. Puella in willum festinat. In is our preposition, willum is our object. The girl is hurrying into the villa. Mus is we, so is nos. All right, persilwam is our prepositional phrase. We are walking. Oh, that looks not good. We are walking. All right, through the forest. Okay, so there's just some examples of how the prepositional phrase is used and looks inside of Latin sentences. Next, we're going to get a little nasty with English. So, we've got these 3 words. To, and to. All right, the TWO is a number. The TOO can mean also or very. I am too tired to do this. He is tired too, or as well. All right, and then we've got 3 of these twos. One is the infinitive, as in a verb. One is a preposition, as in moving toward. And one is an indirect object. He is giving money to my friend. Okay, so we are going to focus on this to just to hopefully make things easier for us. So at the top here, when it is dative, it is an indirect object. I am giving food to the boy. Ad plus the accusative, that's moving towards something. I am running to the fridge, moving towards something. The infinitive is basically when it's a verb. I want to see you. See is a verb. Now, most people have an issue trying to discern between the dative and the ad plus accusative, and that's where the Mackenzie rule comes in. If you can substitute, even better, if you can spell, if you can substitute toward for to, all right, it is ad plus accusative. All right. So, in these sentences below, we're going to see and determine if it is either dative or odd plus accusative. I am walking to the store. You can put a toward in there. You're moving towards something, so this is odd plus accusative. I headed towards home. Moving towards something, odd plus accusative. I gave a book to him. I gave a book toward him doesn't make sense. This is also an indirect object. So this is going to be dative. Now, if you want to pause here and do the rest on your own, or, and then fast forward to check, go for it. I will show the way to him. That's an indirect object, so dative. I entrusted my keys to the boy. Indirect object, going to be dative. He drove to town. You can put a toward in there. You're moving towards something. Odd plus accusative. He sped and the cop gave a ticket to him. Indirect object, that's going to be dative. He drove to his house. Moving towards something. Odd plus accusative. Then he showed the ticket to his mother. That's going to be an indirect object. Dative. She gave a backhand to her son. Ruh-roh. Indirect object. Dative. He bravely cried and ran to his room. Moving towards something. Odd plus accusative. On his way, he tripped and fell to the ground. Moving towards something. Odd plus accusative. The ground gave him a bloody nose. There's no to here, so this is kind of weird. Let's rephrase. The ground gave a bloody nose to him. Dative, indirect object. Lesson learned, don't speed to town. Moving towards something, odd plus accusative. All right, next page. We're going to do some casework. So with this is nominative singular. Gladi is genitive singular. To find the stem of the word to put all the endings on, find the genitive singular, which is this guy. Take off the genitive singular, which is I, and that's going to be your stem. So my stem is gladi, so I'm just going to write that over and over and over again. And now, US to I is second declension, so let's throw in the mendings. US, long I, long O, UM, long O, long I, long, or UM, long IS, long OS, long IS. Oh, beautiful, second declension. Now let's use that for this section at the bottom. All right, I want a sword. That is going to be a direct object, which means it's accusative. Sword is singular. And if you look up above, accusative singular sword is gladium. I walked to the sword. Now, a lot of people will think this is dative right away because I see that to word. But the Mackenzie rule, you can substitute toward in there and you are moving towards something. So odd plus accusative. Singular, so gladium again. I killed him with a sword. With is going to be ablative, and it's singular as well. So you look up above, gladio. The sword is large. It's a subject, so nominative and singular, gladius. The sword's grip is weird. We got that apostrophe S, that's going to be genitive. Singular. The number of swords of genitive. We got this S in here, so it's going to be plural. Gladiorum. And then the swords are over there. Alright, so this is the subject, so nominative. And then swords is plural, so gladi. All right, we're going to finish up with 6 sentences. All right, if you want to, pause it, translate it yourself, and then check with me, go for it. But we're going to get right on in it. So, Laita puella, kirkamuelam, ambula. We got a prepositional phrase right here. Laita's machapuela, the happy girl. Ambula is walking. Kirkamuelam, around the villa. Parvus Claudius es propevium. Here's our prepositional phrase. Parvus Claudius, the small sword, is next to the road. Captui equus erat parvus. There are no prepositions here, so no prepositional phrases. Parvus is matching equus, and we've got a T, so singular subject. That means that this has got to be genitive singular. So, the captive's horse. Erat was small. Equus per soam festinat. Per is a preposition, so we got a prepositional phrase there. The horse. Festinat is hurrying. Per soam through the forest. Alright, Uncula filiam regina juvat. Alright, we don't have a preposition, so no prepositional phrases. The handmaid is helping juvat. Regina filiam. The daughter. Oof. That handwriting's kind of rough. Okay. Try it again. The daughter. Alright, of the queen. And if you wrote the queen's daughter, that's fine. And the last one. Terba nekat. Okay, I don't see any preposition. So terba agricolam astis multis nekat. The crowd is killing. Agricolam, the farmer. Astis multis, with many spears. Okay, so that's it for the prepositions lesson 9, pages 3 through 4. If you have any questions, try to leave them in the comments. Thank you for watching.